Friday, June 16th, Monday, the markets are closed, Juneteenth day. So, wow, everything is just ripping. This is unbelievable. You know, I got bullish the other day. You got to always be wary about a correction, but for the meantime, you just got to keep riding it. You got to keep riding it and look at the strength. These 52-week highs are ridiculous. Look at this. See this cup that's trying to form on QQQ? Well, we already got this cup and handle breakout like we got it in Microsoft and an Apple, and it looks like it's coming. Yeah, there could be pullbacks. I expect pullbacks, but in the meantime, this is just insane. Look, ARKK also continues to be very bullish. So this is like a bull market right now. You got to concede. We're in a bull market. We have this cup forming in ARKK as well. Look at that beautiful cup. Wow. What's the level here we got to break? $45.46. Oh, my. How close we are. $45.46, and boom, this can keep on going. So things are looking very, very bullish for now. And, you know, all right, you just got to be careful. That's all I got to say. But, all right, here we go. Ready? Specific stocks. We got crazy stuff going on. All right, Virgin Galactic, Spice, SPCE. They had news yesterday. The news is they're starting like commercial launches into space monthly. All right. The first one coming soon. It says, what is it? First one is between June 27th and June 30th. Second one is early August, and then it's going to be monthly after that. So that one is causing a big move here. Now, SPEC, Virgin Galactic, short position, according to this, I don't know how accurate this one is, 46%. I know it's high. I think it's 55 million shares short. 55 million out of 282 million are short on SPCE. So first thing that came to mind is like Carvana. Can this do a Carvana? Look at these moving averages is breaking over. This is a 200 DMA. Let's go to the weekly. That's even more important. 50-week moving average. We're breaking above the 50-week moving average, and this is a stock that let's see what the year high is. Is up there at 869. I wonder what Carvana was at. So to me, this is a very kind of similar, gonna gain similar kind of attraction as Carvana. Did that one break over the 50-week moving average? It did. All right, there's a 50-week move. Let me go to the 6-month chart. Let's just take a look here on the weekly. Okay, there you go. You broke the 50-week moving average right there last week, and then it followed through on a second week. So I want to propose to you that SPCE can do something similar because of the high short position, because of the positive news, because of what's going on with other stocks like this, because of what's going on with ARKK. You break the 50-week moving average. I'm not sure that's the end of the story. I think you get another candle up, another 50 weekly big, candle next week. What's the top of this candle here? $6.42. All right. So I see $6.42 here as, by the way, I think that was the high last night and after hours. I don't have access to that data here, but I think I saw that when I was looking at level 2. I was at my desktop yesterday in the office, and I think $6.42 is going to be your first resistance there on that 6-month chart. And then this can keep extending next week with another candle to about 8 or so. That's the next area of resistance is upper over 8. So 640 and 8, the two resistance levels. And support, I would say, is here. I don't think you're going to get a gap fill today. 525, but if you always have to be wary about a possible gap fill or all these levels, it's all possible. But I got to think because of what's happened with other stocks, people are going to be having some FOMO and won't let it go below that 525. So 525 to the downside, 640 to the upside, then 8 to the upside. Could take a few weeks. Could take a couple weeks. Could be a multi-day, multi-period move on SPCE. NVIDIA, I continue to like this. I told you if we break 420, my target was 450. And man, analysts are coming out. I was looking at analyst price targets, and most of them were at 450, but there were a few at 500. Then today, 2 more came out and upgraded to 500. Well, it was Morgan Stanley, 450 to 500, but then there was another one. I think a CFRA. Where is it? Is it here, or did I find it somewhere else? Then there was another one. I think there was CRFA. They increased from 415 to 480. So now most of the analysts were at 450. There was like one at 500. Now we have 2 at 500, at least 2 at 500, and we have 1 at 480. So this is all matching with my technical analysis that a break of 420 will take you to 450. All-time highs here for NVIDIA. Intel, Man, I got shaken out of this at the Apple event. I had a big position, and then something at Apple. Oh, we're using Apple chips, not Intel chips. But anyway, there's some news here. So this broke the 50-week moving average. Yep, another key level, 50-day. I'm sorry, the 50-day moving average. Let me just switch this. Hold on. Nope, 50-week. There you go. The very important 50-week moving average. Look how reliable this is. So I should have taken note of this last week, that we did close above the 50-week moving average last week. So now you have that follow-on week, just like Carvana, just like we could see in SPCE. And it's in this gap towards 200-week moving average at $47. But Intel had news this morning. Intel plans $4.6 billion investment on Poland soil, builds first-of-a-kind facility. In addition, German government spokesperson said meeting between Chancellor Scholz and Intel CEO is planned for Monday. So things are happening over at Intel. And as far as like big caps go, this is really underperforming. Oh, is it a big cap anymore? $149 billion. But, all the other big caps in this space are much, much, much higher, relatively speaking, compared to where they've been in the past. Now, Intel, we know they've had fundamental issues, and that's why it's down here. But I wouldn't be surprised to see this move keep going, because that's what happens when all the other stocks get all-time highs. People start going down the totem pole, and they start looking for stocks that may not be as good fundamentally, because the money just has to flow, right? When other stocks get too expensive, it flows and looks for things that may be not as great, and that's just the cycle of markets. So wouldn't be surprised to see Intel make a move towards $45 to $47 in the coming weeks, even weeks or month. PANW going to be added to the S&P 500 on Monday. Regrets. We had this when they beat earnings, right? And we're in it. We played it, whatever, but we didn't have our policy at the time to keep day and swing trading shares in a long-term account. Now we have a long-term allocation, and when we see inflection point news that we play for the day, we also keep some for the long term. So going forward, we're going to have quality stocks in there. PANW we miss. Microsoft opening at all-time highs. This is crazy. Opening at all-time highs. Cup breakout. Man, all right. No words. That's it. I have some in my IRA. Thank God. That's one of the few big caps I have in my IRA. All right. Then we have APRN. So APRN had some news last night. APRN, so everything if you've been following this, they filed an amended financials for Q1, basically saying what would have our financials been in Q1 if we did this deal with Fresh Realm January 1st, right? That was the purpose of the filing last night. And it shows they save $5 million a quarter, which is good. Not as good as I would like. Okay. It shows that they still would have lost $12 million in the first quarter, I think it was, instead of $17 million. So not for future developments. Okay. Also, there was something in there that I wasn't thrilled about. They're selling this asset that's worth $70 million for $25 million upfront and $25 million later. So lots of moving parts here. We're waiting for the next shoe to drop, next financial catalyst, next deal they're doing, which seems pretty obvious it's coming. So let's see what happens there. Just got to wait. SOUN, we told you about this yesterday and last night, wasn't one of our top picks going into the morning because of the chart and the breakout and the sentiment. And again, same concept, especially in a mega trend. Your leader's AI, right? AI and NVIDIA. So when AI starts getting really stretched, okay, $48, there's going to be investors in here who say, I don't want to be in AI anymore. It looks too expensive. Also, people got rich, right? Where should I put my money now? That money starts flowing to lower stocks like SOUN. Apparently, there was an article out. I put it in the app, in our StoryTrading app. Let me see if I can find it. So here we go. So let's get home. Oh, here it is from Motley Fool. So an article from Motley Fool on SOUN, and which is saying what I've been saying for a couple weeks here, that if you miss the AI, Wall Street AI stock could miss out on NVIDIA surge. Wall Street thinks this AI stock could skyrocket 58%. It just talks about their price targets and things they have coming up, what they do, what their opportunities are. So interesting. Now it's being picked up. Remember this one. If you go to the line chart, then the breakout becomes much more clear, right? You can see here that you've broken out of this cup and handle more clearly. This cup breakout right here, very clear to see that. A little choppy, a little harder to see in the candles. All right, so SOUN has a lot of choppiness here. So there's a breakout level here above like 343. Psychologically, also a little at 350. But now you have to deal with these candles, and this is a lot of chop. So I don't have a precise price target for you. Between 350 and 450, it could just swing wildly, right? A lot of chop in this area. What I'm hoping for is that we break 5 at some point. Okay. So right now it's a nice little cute trade, right? But if this is going to do like an AI, it's got to break 5. If it breaks 5, then you start talking about dollar moves instead of dime moves. Right now we have a dime move this morning. If it breaks 5, it could get crazy. All right. So I might hold some in case we get there. Palantir, we're seeing continuation here. Strong morning. One of my favorite AI stocks. Still, the target is $19 to $21 on Palantir. MP, we noted this the other day, and this one breaking a key level, the 50-day moving average. So now that we're above the 50-day moving average, 2 clear targets, 24 resistance and 26. You can see that clearly. The bottom of these candles here and the bottom of these candles here that were previously support is now your resistance, $24 and $26 on MP. Now, SHOP, I really like SHOP, man. SHOP, this is a cup breakout this morning. Let's see, you got to go to the 3-month time frame to see it. The top of this candle is 65.54. We're now above 65.54. And the next target I see is a 200-week moving average at about 77. There's some candles. If you go to the 5-year chart, there's some candle resistance here at 75. So and it's also a whole number, so we can round down. It's not a whole multiple of 5. So 75 is my target in a multi-day to week period. Could it take a couple months? Possible. But I think this is more likely to happen within weeks or days. So $75, my target on SHOP. This is looking like a nice clean breakout this morning. And ILMN, so I've been talking about this one. ILMN needs to close above this 50-day moving average. This is also the 200-day. If we close above the 50 and the 200-day moving average, my next target is 225. I'm going to reverse all of these candles because of the new management that's coming into place. Thanks to Carl Icahn, activist, investor, forcing the CEO out. We're going to see this reverse and head that back up to 225, but we got to close above this 210 level, which looks like it could happen today. Let's hope the market stays green the whole day. Sometimes it can get crazy, right? FFIE, 41 cents and 50 cents, my 2 targets there. All right, this is a cup breakout as well. EVAI stock backed by Palantir. Pretty sexy. All right. And then HTCR, waiting for news, but still holding this 20 DMA. I think this could actually run without news, to tell you the truth. So looking for this to make a move back towards $2. So keep that on your watch list. All right. That's about all I got. SoFi had a couple downgrades this morning, so you can see that down 5%, and Laser off to a good start this morning. And wow, let me just see if there's anything else cooking here while we wait for Vegas, and we'll check the news feed. DraftKings buying a company for $195 million. And that is... Oh, Micron had some news. Vegas will talk about it. Micron, where'd it go? Micron, U.S. chipmaker Micron reportedly closes in on billion-dollar investment in India plant. Okay, well, that's up by 2.5% on that. And then you have Intel, which is opening a much larger plant. It's only up 1.2%. That's making me think Intel might have a good day, because Intel is doing a $4.6 billion plant in Poland, Micron, a $1 billion plant in India, and the move in Micron, percentage-wise, much bigger than Intel. Does Intel have to catch up today? So maybe that's drawing my attention more there. Looking at that price action of Micron, Intel might do well today. And all right, that's all I got. What are we going to do? We're going to play some music? We're going to play some music or something. We've got to look at something until Vegas is coming. Is Vegas coming? There she is. All right, here we go. Here we go. Morning, Vegas.
Good morning. How's everyone doing? It's Friday.
Doing well. Look at what's on the top of my watch list. It's all green, like major green. Hope this keeps going the rest of the day. Got lots of good stocks, lots of ideas we shared this morning.
I think today will be a good day, obviously with quad witching and OPEX. So keep a watch. Could be some volatility in the market and some chop. And going into next week, I think we'll have a pullback for the first half of the week, and then we should start maybe turning around maybe towards the end of the week. So
all right,
anticipate that. don't say that you guys don't know. Can't expect green over and over and over.
Wow, look at that. It's crazy. Okay, yeah. We've been like straight up for weeks. Unbelievable. All right, so yeah, I believe anyone who tells me we're due for a pullback because I think we've been due for it for a couple of weeks. So yeah, next week makes sense. Let's take it. Pullback, but still everything looks really, really good. I noted to my audience this morning, NVIDIA, we had some upgrades this morning, looking really good. Microsoft opening all-time highs. SOUN, we're looking for that. Man, are you following SOUN?
No, I'm not. Listen, I'm too involved in, don't forget I have, I'm in the, I mean, I like SOUN as well. But I'm in a new one, SDGR.
Oh, right. Let's take a look at that.
I'm in the actual stock, and it has an upgrade towards $60. And ever since that was mentioned yesterday, I took a position and doing quite well on it.
Wow.
And it's a nice little gap up this morning as well. And it has an AI angle as well. And they're in the healthcare market. They're a biotech company. So looks really good, and very happy with the way the trade's going. Also, NVIDIA nonstop upgrades, as you know.
Yeah.
I mean, everyone's like, what? But my focus today is going to be BABA. I really like the continuation here.
Oh,
and I'm really going to be watching. I like NVIDIA, but it has to just listen for today in particular. It would have to get over it's over 434. Actually, no, over 434. Is a nice spot to get in. Has room to 438 if it gets over that level. And definitely loving Tesla over 257. And Tesla has room to 265 today. So that looks really good. And then the other one that's my main focus is going to be Google, because I still have an active position that's closing today. So I need to focus on Google today. So I'm going to be Google 125. 23 is a good spot for a break, and this can go to 127. There is a nice gap fill towards 131, so 131.75 around there. So watch Google if anyone likes to swing. But if you're going to swing Google, you got to go into July or August. I definitely wouldn't do a June expiry.
Google's underperforming the other tech mega caps. They're all at all-time highs basically, except for Google.
Yeah, so Google now is ready to catch up. They had a beautiful candle. Yesterday you saw the candle closing beautifully. And it is looking to have an explosive move. So the target remains the gap fill of 133.75. If it got under 120.75, then obviously no good. But looking for that move to start going. And it looks like it can go starting today. So let's see it go, because if it does go, it's going to do really well. And I look forward to seeing this move in the right direction. So I can close my trade green.
Sounds good. Let's have a great end of the week here. Explosive blow off top, and then we can have our correction.
Yeah.
By the way, markets are closed Monday.
Market what?
Pull back. Markets are closed on Monday.
Yeah, markets closed Monday. Yeah. That's fine.
Okay. So I mean, if you're talking about a pullback,
that's why I'm saying if anyone takes any swing trades, especially I'm talking about option traders. Do not take anything for next June 23rd. For today, you could do day trade today for June 23rd, but close them out and go into July, because there'll be a pullback next week. So
very smart. All right, great.
Please preserve the capital. Okay, guys, have a great weekend. Thank you. Bye.